This cat is doing funny things on my knee, which I won't describe. They're not sordid in any way, they're just weird cat things. Will you stop that? Do you mind? The road led east, halting for a moment to ponder his options. James stared off into the direction of the kingdom's populated heartland. We'll pass through Malek's Cross or Sethanon if we head this way. I think that's the best idea. Yep, that's why I'm actually going this way, mate. Yeah. Oh, so nice to have somebody with relatively sensible hair there. Oh, so that's it. We're through now. Hang on. He said we could go, pardon me, to Sethanon. Can we go north? Is there a road that will take us north? It's a pity you can't actually scroll that. I can zoom. Oh no, I can zoom out. I don't think we can actually get to Sethanon from here, to be honest. There's no direct route. We're going to have to go up there and round. But anyway, look, we're at Dartmoor now. And I know there's nowhere here to sell things, so I think we'll just pass straight on through without stopping. Yes, because on the way in we stopped here and were unable to sell anything because the shop wouldn't buy arms or armour. Let's just keep going east. Did I just... Oh, it's the temple. Yeah, we've been here. Is this the temple? Somebody was saying something about the temple of Ishap yesterday. In the previous videos, which were added yesterday. Is this the temple of Ishap? No, it's Ruthia. Have we been at the temple of Ishap? Let's have a look. Yeah, I know. You don't need to give me this text every single time I do click on teleport because we know. What have we got there? What have we got there? That's the chapel of Ishap. 49 sovereigns. Yeah, let's do it. Let's teleport. Yeah, the cat's excited. James recalled the mandala. Well, how? Because he hasn't been to those other things. No, it was bloody luckily we went there. Like a wheel of fire, it exploded across James's consciousness, vanquishing the world in a searing blaze of white light. For a heartbeat, all that existed in the universe was a single point of rotating fire, spun by an unseen hand with incredible power, spun by the hand of a god. James blinked. God, I'm getting good at this, aren't I? Cat's impressed. James blinked. As abruptly as it burst into existence, the mandala was gone, replaced by a simple painting upon a temple wall. A new temple wall. Nearby, a clutch of darkly robed acolytes waited, their faces registering neither shock nor fear at the sudden arrival. You knew we were coming, James asked, stepping away from the symbol. As a courtesy, we are given some warning by the sending temple, one of the priests says. You'll likely feel a little disoriented for a time, but the sensation should pass. Be welcome. Okay, bye. Temple been there. Shop in house. Can we go in house? Oh no, the door slammed shut. Oh, Loki slapped a ticket. I don't know what he wanted. It was tickets. What figure? Jen, what figure? Oh, it's you again. I hope you haven't come for the match. It's already over. Match? What kind of match? You're in the Queen's Row and you asked that question. A chess match, of course. Pardon me. Oh dear. Oh. Every time I do a little belch, I can just taste the food I had last night. It's awful. Oh, never again. It was wondrous. Jamie Tuller was defending his title against that snot-nosed prat from the Abbey, Carl Fisher. Jamie opened with the Queen's Pawn to 4th rank. Fisher opened with Abbott's Gambit. Arrogant it could, but Jamie actually manoeuvred into it with his knight. I was thinking he was going for the queen, but he sacrificed his king's rook and took the priest. It's a brilliant move, but it has left his own queen vulnerable, didn't it? Oh, yeah, that was James. I was just concentrating on the text there. You've got a good head for the game, senor. The princes like to play. Oh no, the prince likes to play, but we don't always have a board handy. What about chess? Once you learn to play in your head, a board almost becomes redundant. I have to admit it's tougher early in the game, more pieces to keep track on. It is still fun to watch though, that's why the Queen's Row is here. Perhaps I can relate to the rest of the game over ale, assuming you gents are buying. What can I get you today? Lost and found. We've got some new things to talk about since we were here before. Do you keep things that people have lost here? Sometimes if it interests me or if it seems like they would be coming back for it. Why? Have you lost something here before? No, I was just wondering if there was anything interesting you found that you think it's unlikely the original owner is going to come back for. If so, I might be interested in taking them off your hands. Probably wouldn't do me any harm to clear out the area beneath the bar. I believe there are probably a few things. Tell you what, I'll sell you the lot sight unseen for say 50 sovereigns. Oh, do you know what? Yes. I'll have to gather them up first. I'll give them to you before you leave and put the sale against your bill. Haha! I'll tell you why I said yes. It's because Owen can do some barding, and then we'll pay for them. Anyway, Abba's Gambit. Isn't there another move like Abba's Gambit, but a little different? Aye, there's Abba's turn. That's Brave Man's Gambit. In the right place, it's about the most powerful structure a man can put out, but in the wrong place, it can cost you dearly. Yeah, well, how does it work? I'll not be teaching you that play. If you knew truly how to use it, I'd have to give up playing chess against you. Oh, you've played chess together, have you? It's a bit of backstory we didn't get. The very fact that you even know about that move tells me you know the game altogether too well. Ah, no, we're not challenging him. No, advice. With all the trade moving back and forth through here, I imagine you talk to quite a few traders. I talk to my share. Mostly the Queen's Row is a haven. Oh, sorry, I clicked there too quick. But it's a haven for somebody or other. Anything unusual going on that someone making a long trip should know? Bridge out somewhere? Bandits attacking? Only thing odd I've heard recent is that Lord Lytton's got a batch of tax collectors stopping folk what are trying to get in and out of Lytton. Some ridiculous high amount of gold. If folks don't have it, the collectors just direct them either way, end up splitting their spleens for them. Right, we're off to Lytton then. Of course, the merchants round here wouldn't make a pence if they stood for it. They've apparently found somewhere to sneak around the guards. Oh-ho. It's been nice chatting with you. I think we may hang around a bit and chat with some of the students. Yeah, I do that sometimes, but normally it ends with me getting arrested. Whatever you like. Me, I've got dishes to tend to. Yeah. Students, dishes, you got your priorities wrong, mate. Thanks again. Perhaps we'll chat later. Talk to this wizened old crone. The woman made her way across the wooden floor until she was standing before them. Wherever did you get these clothes, Lyle? Must have stitched them off a marquee somewhere. You're getting a bit bolder, aren't you? See, I'm getting a bit bolder as well. I'm doing voices now. I'm not doing that one again though, because that hurt. I'm afraid you've mistaken me for somebody else. My name is James. Surname? Relatively sensible hair. James, is it? Ha ha ha. Of course it is, and I'm not your Grand Petrum either. I take it you're masquerading again. This isn't like that time you ran about Malek's crossroom and begging and chewed up soap. Oh, begging and chewed up soap, is it? Oh, but you made some fine sovereigns with that act, and with all that foam coming out of your mouth, the body would think you had the creeping mongus. The creeping mongus. Oh, what a god, that's an excellent name for disease. I think that's what I've got today. That's why I feel so rubbish, isn't it? That's me talking to the cat, by the way. I've got the creeping mongus. What are you going to do about it? No? No, she's going to purr. That's her solution to the problem. Well, I better book myself an appointment at the doctor's. See what they've got for creeping mongus. Anyway, did you pinch any bread for me? Why can't you buy your own bread? Who pissed in your pot, eh? You know perfectly well that I haven't had nothing since Jack died, unless... What are you doing with an elf boy? Don't you know they bring bad luck? They're the ones what killed Jack and are stirring up all that trouble in Sethanon. Oh, not Sethanon again. I'm going to have to go to Sethanon now. What's gone in your head? Have you run mad? What trouble in Sethanon are you referring to, madam? You really aren't Lyle, are you then? But you're his mirror image, you know, with that relatively sensible hair. How could this be unless some kind of fairy evil, isn't it? That's what it is, some kind of fairy magic, and you finally come for me. Took Lyle's form. We aren't brothers of the dark path, miss. Please, trust us, perhaps I may bear some resemblance to this Lyle character you're talking about, but we're just ordinary folk. I would like to talk to Lyle, however. He sounds like he might be a relative. Oh. I guess you don't look like evil fairies. Leastways none I've ever heard of. So, Lyle might be your brother. I don't know, I never knew my father, and my mother never mentioned a twin. Sorry. I got halfway through that last sentence and I thought it was going to say I never knew my father and my mother never didn't either. Oh dear, that would have made things a bit awkward, wouldn't it, at the conception? But when I was talking to the cat there. Not that she knows about that. Are you going to settle down? But anyway, when I was taken captive in Krondor, he's been captive in Krondor. A few of the men who were guarding me kept asking about places I'd never been to and about people I'd never met. At first I wanted to dismiss what they were saying, but then I got to thinking about some of the events that happened before the Battle of Sethanon. Oh, bloody Sethanon again. Someone tried to slip in a double for Prince Arutha. Maybe the Moridel are repeating their old strategies. Ooh. Maybe it's Reynold James. Come down from Coral, or Trading Hall, or whichever one it is. This is all very interesting, but I haven't had a bite to eat in days. Do you think you could spare something for me? Oh yes, go on then. I've got a pack of rations that are yours, providing you tell me a little more about this Lyle, you mad old witch. Last I saw of him, he was heading towards Lytton. Well, that's where we're off, actually, you know. Said something about wanting to meet some gentleman there. Oh yes. More than likely he'll be staying away from the main roads. Try as he might, he does have a tendency to get into trouble now and again. He'll get into trouble by the sounds of it. Going off to meet some gentlemen. You know what that means, don't you? No. Thank you, miss. Watch out for yourself.